Hello again, everybody! Zack Attack is here with the Atakline for Wednesday, September 19th, 2012. Alright, let's kick it off with your Billboard number ones, which are all new. Starting with your new number one album, Dave Matthews Band kicking off Maroon 5 with their album, Away from the World. And it's the first time in the history of the Billboard Hot Top 200 that the top six albums are all debuts, which are led by Dave Matthews Band. And it's the first time that the top six are new arrivals since 2003, so it's the second time in history. So, of course, Dave tops debuts with Little Big Town's album, Bob Dylan's album, and other albums as well. So there you go. This is their sixth consecutive album to go number one, the only band to do so, with the last album, Big Whiskey, and the Crew King debuting at number one as well. And this album only sold 266,000, while Big Whiskey sold more. I also mentioned Little Big Town and their album debuting on the charts. Unfortunately, their song, Pontoon, got kicked off the country singles charts by a song that's been slowly rising, but finally made it to the number one position as young, up-and-coming single Hunter Hayes goes to number one with his hit single, Wanted. Being his second single on the Billboard charts, it's supposed to go to number one. And then on the new number one single on the Hot 100. After only 1 week back, Taylor Swift's We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together got back to being kicked off number one, but of all unlikely songs, a song I've never played yet at a show, but I've been hearing on the radio though. It's been steadily climbing, but now it's number one as well. Maroon 5 with One More Night being like Hunter Hayes, their second single from their album, Overexposed. And surprisingly, the first single, Paid For, was never number one. This is the first number one single since Moves Like Jagger last year. So congrats to Maroon 5. And that's not the only Maroon 5 news today. Of course, yesterday we know about Adam Levine staying on The Voice while CeeLo and Christina are leaving. But now it's been revealed today that Maroon 5 is the first band to be confirmed for the upcoming Grammy Nominations concert, which will take place at the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee on December 5th on CBS. It will be, of course, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central. The event will once again be hosted by Grammy host LL Cool J and other bands to be announced for this event, but Maroon 5 being the first to be confirmed for the Grammy Nominations concert. Now here's news on a woman that's never had a Grammy nomination, Kesha. Now, I mentioned yesterday that Kesha's been posting pictures on Pictogram, spelling out something or giving away clues for something. Well, after piecing it all together, the pictograms spelled out the new album title of Kesha's called Warrior. The album, which will be mentioned, as I mentioned, the follow-up to Animal and Cannibal, will be released in December the 4th. The day before the Grammy Nominations concert. And, of course, I mentioned she's got a new song, Die Young. She officially announced that release date as well as the album title and release date, as Die Young will be released in 6 days, Tuesday, September 25th. So we're going to have new Rihanna maybe at the end of the week. And it wasn't a Rihanna collabo that Kesha was teasing. She was spelling out a new album with the pictures of letters. So there you go, Warrior, new album coming out December 4th. And of course, the new single, Die Young, coming out September 25th. Cannot wait. Finally, new Kesha. Been ready to play some new shit for a while. So there you go with that. Now, on with news on a new Hall of Fame. Now, we all know about the Country Music Hall of Fame, which ain't that far from the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. I've been to both of them places. There's, of course, the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame, or Fame. But now there's a new Hall of Fame coming. The Pop Music Hall of Fame. Yes, the American Pop Music Hall of Fame has announced its inaugural season, its inaugural year, next year. It'll be located in Cannonsburg, Pennsylvania, temporarily, until they find a permanent location. The nominees were announced this past weekend, and unlike the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony, the fans get to choose who gets in. Now, there's 40 nominees for this first initial class, 20 of which will be selected and will be named in May. The induction will take place in July. And voting begins tomorrow. And the criteria is to get in this Hall of Fame, all the artists must have recorded a song on the national charts between the years 1946 and 1975. And here is the full list of nominees. Paul Anka, the Beach Boys, who's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Beatles, who's also in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Bee Gees, also in Rock and Roll, Tony Bennett, Chuck Berry in Rock Hall, Pat Boone, Carpenters, Johnny Cash in Country and Rock Hall, Ray Charles, same thing, Chubby Checker, Dave Clark 5 in the Rock Hall, Nat King Cole, Eric Como, Bobby Darin, Neil Diamond in Rock Hall, Bob Dylan, Rock Hall, Everly Brothers, Rock Hall, Four Seasons, Rock Hall, Connie Francis, Elton John, Rock Hall inducted. That's what I'm saying. Like all the people I'm saying Rock Hall have been inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too. Dean Martin, Johnny Mathis, The Monkees, Ricky Nelson, Roy Orbison, Rock Hall, Patti Page, Les Paul, Rock Hall, Mary Ford, The Platters, Rock Hall, I think, Elvis Presley, Rock Hall, Simon & Garfunkel, Rock and Roll Hall of Famers, Frank Sinatra, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Rock Hall, The Supremes, Rock Hall, Theodore Knight, Rock Hall, I don't think Rock Hall, I think, Bobby Vinton, Dionne Warwick, Andy Williams, Hank Williams, Sr., Country Music Hall of Fame, I think Rock Hall too, an earlier influence, and Stevie Wonder, also Rock Hall. So there you go, 40 nominees, 20 of which will be chosen by the fans, by music fans, of course, to be announced in May, inducted in August to the new American Pop Music Hall of Fame. Would like to go to that museum when it opens up, but maybe not in Pennsylvania, but who knows. Now, on with wrestling news. Now, last night Smackdown, Edge made a surprise appearance. Of course, Edge appears on the sci-fi show Haven. It's kind of weird to see Edge come back for maybe one night only because of his contract ending this past April when he showed up on Raw in Detroit, where I was at, to confront Cena during his match with Lesnar. Well, before his match with Brock Lesnar in Extreme Rules. Now, speaking of John Cena, I'll get to him in a moment, but come back to Edge. It's kind of weird that Edge appeared on SmackDown, yet he wasn't on Raw 1000. So, we'll see about that, but Edge is on SmackDown for whatever. So there you go. Now, speaking of John Cena, a little update on his injury. Now, as I mentioned on yesterday's Atakline, John Cena had surgery on some bone chips in his shoulder. And Dr. James Andrews, renowned surgeon who's been surgeryed a lot of surgeries for WWE people like Triple H, Chris. I can't mention his name because WWE will probably block the video by saying his name. Chris. It rhymes with Manoir. Anyway, but James Andrews addressed it, and he said that John Cena had begun to lose motion in his arm and has been locking up. He said, I performed an arthroscopic procedure on his elbow and took out a couple spurs. Everything went really well. Andrews described the procedure as straightforward despite Cena's big old arm. Cena's rehab will begin on Monday. Now, when it comes to his recovery time, there was 2 different articles from WWE saying 4 to 6 weeks, and then another one I mentioned that said 2 to 3 weeks. Well, John Cena whipped the WWE website by posting on Twitter, some jackwagon from WWE.com apparently posted me recovering in 14 days. I spoke in depth with my surgeon James Andrews, and he specifically told me, due to the amount of fragmentation, 6 weeks is a safer timetable for recovery. I apologize on behalf of a website whose credibility is now equal to The Onion. Please, WWE rap guys, get your monkey franken fats straight. You folks have my word. I will try my best to get healthy as quick as I can. And I'm sure I won't stay away from war. But as of now, I'm supposed to lay low for 6 weeks. I will send surgery photos and videos to WWE so they can see how bad it really is. I am also sure that if WWE took a second to reach out to the actual surgeon, that Dr. Andrews would gladly comment, he put. Hashtag internal malpractice. So there you go. Cena's going to be out for 6 weeks. Now that means that it's definitely questioning whether or not Cena will be healthy in time for Hell in a Cell in a possible match with CM Punk for the WWE Championship, as I mentioned yesterday. But indeed, like I said yesterday, get well soon, Cena, so we can see you get your ass whipped again by CM Punk. And everybody else in the WWE for that matter. So there you go. Best wishes to Cena. Now that's it for the attack line for today. See you later. And my attack for the news from Zach. Thank you so much for watching. See you later, yeah.